Perfect. 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 What's going on, everybody? I go by RB, and this is Philly Take with RB, a.k.a. the Philadelphia Eagles Quarterback Controversy Podcast. What is going on, everybody? Oh my. I never thought I'd be saying, look at me, man. I can't even get myself situated here. I'm just like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, my gosh, it is week 13. And the Philadelphia Eagles have a quarterback controversy. The Philadelphia Eagles lose their fourth straight game to the Green Bay Packers. They lose by a score of 30-16. The Eagles drop to 3-8-1. And my, oh my, in this pitiful division, the Giants win. Washington still yet to play. Dallas still yet to play. The Eagles just keep sinking ourselves lower and lower. At one point in this game, Jalen Hurts comes in, our second-round pick. Carson Wentz is benched for the last quarter and a half, and Jalen Hurts provided a spark to this team. We're going to talk about it all in depth. This team definitely played a lot harder for Jalen Hurts than they did Carson Wentz. There's so much to talk about, but just looking into the future, we're in cap hell. We have a bunch of aging vets who can't play the game anymore. And now we have a second-string quarterback who is our second-round pick who looks better in a quarter and a half than our $128 million man. So much to say about this one, man. I mean, it's so hard to keep coming on here because it's like they suck you back in, and right, you're now at this point in the season, you're like a dude who's just got beat up in a fight, and you're just getting pounded, and you're getting pounded, and you're trying to get back up. You're trying to muster life, but you can't stand it anymore. You just can't. You can't put it all together to just have that little bit of energy to stand up anymore. And that's where I'm at with this Eagles season. Is the season over? Yes, it is. We lose to Green Bay. We lost to Seattle, who couldn't put up anything against the Giants. We go and play the 10-2 Saints, and then it just gets harder and harder. We may not even win a game the rest of the year, but man, there is a lot to talk about. And somehow, some way, we find ways to put things together. But here's what stands out to this game for me. Carson Wentz had 5 completions in the first half, okay? 5 completions. Miles Sanders, nowhere to be found after the first drive, had 5 carries and just withered away the rest of the game. Had 5 carries on the first drive, 5 carries the rest of the game. Jordan Howard had 4 carries early on, and he didn't get another carry later on in the game. It's just, when you put everything together, man, there's so many factors that make this team bad. There's so many factors. Whether it's the pitiful offensive line. I think we got sacked 7 times, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go ahead and check. Yeah, 7 times we got sacked in this game. A couple worthy of Jalen Hurts, and the others Carson Wentz because of bad decision making. But overall, our O-line couldn't hold anything. They couldn't hold anything. It doesn't matter what quarterback you have. The offensive line was pitiful. And Doug Peterson, look, I don't know who was calling plays tonight. The first drive we came out and I saw motion. I saw misdirection. I saw Jalen Reagor on a reverse run it for 9 yards. I saw some things I liked. I saw us pounding the run on the first drive. The first drive, I saw us pounding the run. But what happens? As per every single week, we stop running the ball. And I don't know why. I don't know what's gotten into the heads. I don't know if Press Taylor was calling the plays. I don't know if Rich Scangarella was calling the plays. I don't know if Doug Peterson was calling the plays. I don't care who was calling the plays. The fact that we get away from the run every week, and we ran it more than we did in past weeks, but guess what? We're running with a committee. What sense does that make? We pick up Jordan Howard off the Miami Dolphins, and he's not playing. Sure, he comes in and gets 11 yards on his first carry, and he didn't even have more than an 8-yard run his whole season. But guess what? Why are we taking away from the players that can play on this team? Travis Fulgham, I think, saw 0 snaps in the first half. Dropped the ball in the second half, but we're just wasting our time. And then at the end of the day, what pisses me off still the most is our excessive love for guys who can't play the game anymore. But just because we wrote them a fat check Just because our GM doesn't know what the heck he's doing and just writes checks for fun on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we feel the need that we got to play every damn player. We got to play Jason Peters, even though he's getting shredded like cheese. We are playing Alshon Jeffrey. When I saw a replay tonight of Alshon Jeffrey trying to run a route, this man looked literally like he was 64 years old. I've never seen a man regress that bad. We had no development coaches. We probably have no strength and conditioning experts on this set. We have nothing. We are left in a bad situation. We got to look forward to next year. But at the end of the day, this team is bad. We can go and pick apart the game, but what's the point? All right, did we think we were going to come into Lambeau and beat Aaron Rodgers for the second year in a row? I didn't think so. 295 yards, 3 touchdowns. The guy plays a flawless game. I think he had 1 or 2 incompletions in the first half. Aaron Jones, 130 yards. And when the Eagles had one chance to win this game or at least put themselves in position to have a chance, what do? Jalen Hurts takes a sack. We get blitzed from every which way. And what happens? Aaron Jones runs for a 77-yard touchdown, and he makes us look stupid. Our defense played bad today, but when they got up and they started playing tough when Jalen Hurts comes in, and we'll talk about it in a second. But the one play they needed to make, they let this man run for a 77-yard touchdown. It's over. And the only important thing from this game is to talk about this whole quarterback thing. Before I do that, got to hit this, man. Hey, shout out to Asia Roberson. Appreciate the super chat. Means a lot. Says, what's up, RB? Sorry about your Eagles today. 9 days until basketball season and then focused on the Sixers. Keep your head up. By the way, how about my Giants? Still the GOAT. Look, shout out to your Giants. They just won the division. They probably just won the division. That's a big win. You know, you guys can have it because we go – look, we're going to be in the top 6, top 5 in terms of draft picks. The Giants can't even get higher than 19, honestly. But it's a good win. The Giants, see what they do? They play hard. They play hard 4 quarters a game for a coach that they believe in. There was no belief in this team until something happened, right? What have I been saying? There has to be a change. And as soon as a change hits, we start playing different. But hey, AJ, appreciate you. Shout out to all the members up in the building. Appreciate you for always supporting. I can't wait till the Sixers. I can't wait to get my mind off this team because it's like it's a recurring thing. It just keeps happening. But anyway, now that we've picked apart every single aspect that is wrong with this team. Oh, again, the linebackers, right? Edwards is hurt. Alex Singleton has been playing well, had some nice tackles today, but he leaves a guy wide open, slips him in coverage. What else? Darius Slay, burnt like toast again. I know he's going up against 2 of the best receivers in the league. Last week in DK Metcalf, this week in Devontae Adams. Adams had 120 yards. Last week, Metcalf had 177 yards. All right, Darius Slay, you got to step up against these big receivers. He did not. He's hurt bad. All right, Avonte Maddox is our other corner. He's hurt bad. Overall, it just keeps piling and piling. But anyway, now to get to the main thing, the only thing we should be concerned about, there is a quarterback controversy in Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts did not play, to some great extent. He didn't live up to the hype. Jalen Hurts didn't play over everyone's head. But you know what Jalen Hurts did? Number one, his decision-making. Jalen Hurts, he was doing the same thing as Carson Wentz, trying to step up in the pocket. Now, I know Carson Wentz was trying to step up a little bit too fast, and he just feels that pressure collapse. We have the worst O-line in the league, and it's not even close. But what Jalen Hurts did is he made decisive moves. He was decisive. He saw that pressure coming, and here's the difference between him and Wentz. Carson Wentz got fat over the offseason. He got fat. He's like 250 pounds. The guy can't cut anymore. He just runs around like some big dude and just sits there and just gets sacked every time. But what Jalen Hurts did was step up, make some plays with his feet, and then on a 4th and 18, Jalen Hurts gets out of the pocket and throws it off 1 foot for his first career NFL touchdown to Greg Ward in the end zone. I forget how long it was. It was like 32, I think. 32-yard touchdown pass. And Jalen Hurts shows some sign of promise, right? Now, again, he didn't play perfect. And we have to realize it's not one thing. It's not just Carson. It's not just Doug. The whole team is bad. There's bad coaching. There's bad development. There's bad talent. There's old washed veterans who just keep on playing for some reason. And there's no fluidity. There's no consistency. There's no consistency. But what I do know is that Carson Wentz, 5 for 13 in the first half? 5 for 12 with 38 passing yards. Do you know Jalen Hurts had more passing yards in a quarter and a half than Carson Wentz had the entire game? I mean, there's just no other excuse. I don't know who was calling plays. They looked good in the first quarter. They looked terrible after. And I'm guessing that means it was Doug, because Doug usually starts out strong and then he just goes into thin air with everything that makes sense. But Jalen Hurts, when he came in, not only did he play okay, make some plays with his feet that he can afford to, but the team on defense, we made a couple key stops. Mills is playing. I mean, these guys are playing hard, and it just looks like something gave them a jolt of energy. And it looked like for once we had belief, because under Carson Wentz, it was the same thing, and it's like nothing happened. And we're going to talk about if we need to start this guy going forward, because in reality, what do we have to lose? You know what I mean? But again, we can't trade Wentz. His contract's too much. They got this problem. You got so many problems that we might just have to burn down the factory instead of throwing out the bad product. It is what it is, man. Shout out to BLSG. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. Says, I could play quarterback and play better than Carson Wentz and never get benched. Well, there you go, man. There you go. At this point, I think I could play quarterback better than Carson Wentz, because, look, we look, again, I've been a Wentz guy, but at some point it just has to hit you. He's not getting it done. I don't care how much pressure is in there. I don't care about the terrible, and it is terrible, the play calling. I don't care about the fact that we don't run the ball. And again, that is an issue. But Carson Wentz is not getting it done. At this point in the season, we are 3-8-1. The Giants win again. I think they're a game and a half, something like that, 2 games up on us. And you know what? At the end of the day, I'd rather at this point go for the top 5 draft pick than the number 20. And again, we need to have people that can actually pick players in the draft, that can evaluate talent. We need coaches that are going to coach up players, because I know we have some talent on this team. You cannot tell me that the Eagles have one wide receiver catch a pass in the first half for 8 yards, and that's Greg Ward. You cannot tell me when Zach Ertz comes back and Dallas Goedert is there, and we have our 2 tight end set, the thing that everyone thought would bring us glory, and we can't get open. We can't get open. Are we too slow? Are we fat? Or are the coaches bad? I think it's everything. We scored 16 points in this game. We had 3 for a majority of the game till Jalen Hurts came in. All right. I mean, it's just everything goes bad. Even when we score a touchdown, Jake Elliott, #fire Jake Elliott. All right. Did it matter? No. But here's the thing. Jake Elliott sucks. He is bad. I mean, every single thing on this team just comes down at once. All right, Carson Wentz should request a trade because he knows it's – look, Carson, I got to give Carson Wentz credit for standing on that damn sideline. You know, he was biting his whatever it's called, hard as heck. I mean, he was trying to not show how displeased he was, how, you know, probably upset with himself, everything just going on. Like, I mean, just think about the entire tenure he's had at Philly. He was trying to show that he's not, you know, completely just out of it. But, and he, you know, he's slapping Jalen Hurts on the butt, clapping, giving him some motivation. But at the end of the day, Carson Wentz knows what's coming to him, right? He knows that things are burning to the ground. He's probably going to request a trade. Miles Sanders, as much as I love him, should request a trade. 10 carries. I bet the under on Miles Sanders to get 13 and a half carries. I didn't believe all this play calling hype. And again, I don't think other guys called the plays. It was probably Doug going bit by bit by bit. You know, Press Taylor, you call this drive. I'll call next drive because he's stubborn. He doesn't care. But anyway, I picked the under on Miles Sanders carries and he gets it. Because what did I know? That we're going to do some dumb committee, give Howard 4 carries, and he doesn't see the field the rest of the game. It doesn't make sense. Boston Scott had 2 big carries. What happens? They get brought back by holding. Never see him again. It's just like, my gosh. I mean, we don't do anything that makes sense. Nothing that makes sense. BLSG, appreciate the super chat, my guy. Says, people, I can throw a football for 40 yards for a completion, unlike Wentz. So can I, BLSG. You know what I mean? So can I. Holy crap. Hold up. Shout out to Asia Roberson. My God. Asia, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. But trust me, I genuinely appreciate it. But wow. Appreciate the super chat. $200 says, this could just be me, but I think your coach did not want Carson as the quarterback, because if your quarterback is struggling like that, don't you think it should be helping him? Don't you think you should be helping him? As soon as Jalen comes in, now all of a sudden he's talking to him when he made a mistake. Where was that with Carson? BS. First and foremost, again, Asia Roberson, appreciate all the support. Thank you for being a channel member and all that in the third. And just thank you for your support. I mean, again, I really appreciate it. Thank you. But I agree with you. You know, what did I say last week, Asia? What did I say? Doug Peterson and Carson Wentz are not a good matchup. They aren't good for each other. They're not good for each other. You know why? Because Carson Wentz is not on the same page. At one point, the drive before Carson got taken out, you know what, Asia? I saw Doug trying to talk to him, and Carson's just buckling up his chin strap, going out on the field. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He doesn't trust Doug. We don't have a quarterbacks coach like John DeFilippo who's going to get on him when he's doing something bad. We don't have a guy like Frank Reich. We don't have those guys. We have a 20-whatever-year-old Press Taylor, okay? That's the fact of the matter, and I agree. Doug doesn't simplify the playbook. He thinks that because Carson Wentz showed his excess of talent, he thinks that because Carson Wentz showed how good of a thrower and how, just insane this guy can make plays sometimes, he just lets him go full blown, just wild. And at the end of the day, I just don't see that connection. But you're right. When Jalen Hurts was talking to Doug, I'm like, what the heck? Why is he talking to him now? Where's Carson at? So I agree with you. But hey, appreciate the super chat. You know how much that means. Wow. I mean, that's crazy. Thank you. Appreciate that. Everyone show Asia some love in the chat because that's wild. But my God. I mean, what else do I say, fellas? What else do I say? I don't know. You guys give me your thoughts in the chat. What else do we say? Carson Wentz. Look, I'm afraid that Carson Wentz may have played his last game in a Philadelphia Eagles uniform. Because based off what you saw from Jalen, again, wasn't perfect because, look, no matter what, the offense is going to look stale because it's not perfect. But at the end of the day, Jalen Hurts showed more promise in a couple drives than Wentz has shown in the last 5 games. I mean, we're on a 4-game losing streak now. The season is tumultuous. I mean, it's going downhill. It's done. And now it's like, I feel like if Carson Wentz goes to another team, I feel like he's going to be all right in a different system. But do you risk throwing him out there? Because whatever you want to trade for and get for Carson Wentz, guess what? It's not going to be anything because teams are going to see what he did and say, well, he regressed, right? Like, I don't know. At the end of the day, it's like, what are we going to get for Carson Wentz, right? So do you throw him out there and like, do we justify that contract too? I don't look, as much as it pains me to say, I love Carson Wentz, but he may have played his last game in Philadelphia if his contract is movable. And again, it's not all his fault, but it's just not the right fit anymore. The second-round pick must be justified somehow, and the kid showed some promise. I want to see him in a whole game type setting. It's just crazy, man. 2020 is insane. We really got a damn quarterback controversy in Philadelphia. Wow. You guys give me your thoughts. I don't know what else to say. The whole team is bad in a bunch of areas. What I think is going to happen is Doug Peterson will be back, unfortunately, because I just think they give him that limb because of the Super Bowl. I'm not saying he should or shouldn't. I think Howie Roseman will be the first one to be canned because That is the main problem. I want to talk to you guys about a graphic real quick, okay? Looking at the Green Bay Packers alone, okay? Alone. In 2014, the Eagles selected Jordan Matthews, 42nd overall. Green Bay took Devontae Adams multiple picks later, and he is now one of the best receivers in the league. In 2017, the Green Bay Packers select Kevin King, a cornerback, who is now their starting corner. We go and select Sidney Jones, who is now not a member of this team and never got in his rhythm. Also in 2017, the Eagles select Donnell Pumphrey. Do you guys remember who that is? Because I can barely. And he is now not a member of this team. And the Packers select 2 running backs. 2! After Donnell Pumphrey. And guess what? They are the 1-2 punch of the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Jones, who is a Pro Bowl rusher, and then Jamal Williams, who is their secondary running back. They select both of them. And Donnell Pumphrey isn't even on the team. And lastly, the Packers select Elgin Jenkins in 2019, and the Eagles select Andre Dillard 20 picks before. This is just one team comparison. Our drafting has been so miserable. I mean, so pitiful. The amount of players that aren't even on this team, don't matter, are not relevant. It's crazy to me. Justin Jefferson passed 1,000 yards today, and Jalen Reagor got a touchdown on special teams. Our first special teams play, by the way, in years, and I commend him for it. But that's our biggest use for Jalen Reagor, is special teams. It's crazy to me. Howie Roseman will get canned. Doug Peterson may be out on the limb, but I just think the relationship with Jeffrey Lurie is going to get him another year. And Carson Wentz will now have a quarterback controversy. If he cannot be traded, which is unlikely, we will have a quarterback controversy going into next year. We're paying $30 million to Carson Wentz, but Jalen Hurts showed much more in his little time. And I would start him the rest of the year just to see what we have. I mean, what is the point at this point? What is? Please, let me know all your thoughts in the comments. We got 222 people up in here. Please, if you have not yet, smash the like button. It helps push this out. That's all I know. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the notification bell. Every Eagles postgame, even as hard as it gets, man, it's hard. And I'm being completely honest, man. This team has so many problems. There's just not one thing anymore. And it hasn't been for the entire year. And it's hard to even have hope, man. It really is. My gosh. Hit that like button. Let's get it to 100, man. Let's read some comments. Jordan says, that's love right there. Sup, Asia. Dang, Asia. Hey, everybody show Asia Roberson some love in the chat. Everybody, Asia came in here showing some love, even though her stinking Giants one-upped us again and are on their way to winning the division. And that's a real support. Again, you don't got to be an Eagles fan or whatever to support the channel. We come in here and we talk. Shout out to Asia Roberson. .303 says, yes, sir, Asia. Hey, by the way, speaking of yes, sir, shout out to all the members. We got 25 Fire Take Nation members, baby. Woo. Oh, man. They spent so much money on Wentz. They did. They did. And I don't know what else to do at this point. I don't know what else to do. Franklin says, time to tank. It's sad. It really is. 2020 is a crazy year, but if you would have told me we would have been in this situation, I would have bet anything on it. Shout out to Josiah, says, so do we start the kid next week or no? Well, I'm going to let you guys answer that, but I don't see a point. Why not? I don't see a reason why not. The thing that concerns me, again, look, Carson Wentz, his mechanics are off. His everything is off. But the one thing that has been concerning me all year, and it gets worse and worse, is this. His mental, his decision-making. It's not there anymore. It's not. You know, we see these plays where he underthrows or this happens or he gets blitzed. I agree the play calling is pitiful. I agree the offensive line couldn't block a car or a big truck that was coming full force at it. They can't block anything. They couldn't even stand. They don't know what they're doing. Again, if I didn't hate on Jason Peters enough already, the man is so washed. And him with his big broken toe sitting on the sideline in the third quarter. Why are you even suiting up anymore? You're so bad. You're making yourself look worse for your career. We appreciate you. We know what you did. Get out. Get out. You wanted a pay raise for that? To play a half a game every week? Crazy. And again, Alshon Jeffrey, the 64-year-old man he looks like, is bad. But I just don't. I just play all the young guys. Like, who cares? Wentz has had one-on-ones outside and chose not to go there. Yeah, that's the point I was trying to make, by the way. The decision-making is concerning. It is out of this world concerning. Like, Wentz will throw it into double coverage as opposed to a guy who's open. And I know he doesn't have a lot of time. He does. But even today, he took some sacks and the pocket was collapsing. We were getting him out early on the rollouts. We were designing some rollouts. People on Twitter were going nuts. This doesn't make sense. The Eagles are doing something that makes sense. And what happens? We just leave him in the pocket. We stop running the ball every single week. And what happens, man? Well, he gets hit. He throws the ball where he shouldn't. And his decision-making is terrible. Terrible. Man. Shout out to everyone. We got 260 in the chat. Look, all you got to do is hit the like button for a sad Eagles fan because I'm sad. I'm sad. Oh, man. Carson Wentz will be switched to left guard. Make him a tight end. Make him Tebow. Honestly. Superhero, I am a woman. Shout out to Asia Roberson representing in the chat. Appreciate her. What do you think would happen if Carson was traded to Indy with Frank Reich? Well, you know what would happen? He would look much better than he did here. Would he be perfect? No. But again, one problem has led to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. Carson Wentz's mechanics stink. He's been in the wrong system, and therefore his decision-making is toast. It's toast. These wide receivers are pieces of crap. How can y'all get open? Yeah. Again, this team started playing harder. Guys were running their routes harder, okay? The O-line was actually trying to hang in there. I saw Isaac Seumalo one play when Wentz was in. He just stood there and watched him get sacked. They played harder. He provided a spark. But I think the ultimate point of this game is that the team has given up on the belief of Carson Wentz. It's crazy, man. It is absolutely crazy. I'm trying to think of what else happened in this game that was actually meaningful. I talked about the special teams play. I talked about Hurts, the rollout touchdown. Jake Elliott stinks. I mean, oh yeah, the Eagles punted it to the 1-yard line. We finally get a punt inside the 10. I mean, we stink at punting, and we always get pinned ourselves. We get it to the 1, and what happens? Aaron Rodgers on play action from his own end zone sidearms it for 42 yards. That's what good quarterbacks do. I mean, he's great, but dang. And again, Slay. I've been a big Slay guy. I'm glad we got a top corner, but at this point, you got to match up against the best. And 2 weeks in a row, he's been toasted, man. Dang. Shout out to all the members in here, man. BLSG, Bruce Coughlin. Appreciate everyone up in here. Dang. I mean, it's hard to talk about this team. There's like no life. Richie, what's up, my guy? Hold up. Look at this. The Eagles lost this game by 3 minutes time of possession. But in the first quarter, right? The first quarter, we have a nice first drive. Again, putting a lot of different creativity type of things into the game plan. And what happens? Oh, yeah, by the way, before I mention that, the refs were pitiful. Look, the refs are not the reason we lost the game, but they were pitiful. A hold on Boston Scott in the first quarter. A PI, I forget who it was, but someone had a PI that wasn't called. Face mask on the second Davante Adams touchdown. There were so many things. The refs were bad. I'm just going to leave that out there. What else? Okay, right. So the Eagles, time of possession in the first quarter, they were winning 11 minutes to 3. 11-3. And we had 3 points. 3. We were winning the game 3-0. And we had the ball for 11 minutes in the first quarter. You want to tell me how that happens? Aaron Rodgers and them just took their time. 14-play drive here, 13-play drive there, doing what they need to. Davante Adams has a touchdown in 7 straight games. 7. I mean, do you know how many records were broke against the Eagles? I feel like every week someone breaks records against the Eagles. Davante Adams, 7 games in a row with a touchdown. Ties a team high record or whatever. Carson Wentz has been sacked 3 or more times in 10 straight games. That is a third all time in the NFL history. Aaron Rodgers, the fastest quarterback to hit 400 touchdowns in 193 games against the Eagles. Everything just, I mean, Carson Wentz had 38 passing yards at halftime. The balance was equal. I think it was what? 31 plays at halftime, 12 passes and 15 runs. And at the end of this game, we ran the ball 25 times, and we threw it 27. So equal. So for once, we do something equal, right? We do something equal. We finally make an adjustment, but it doesn't matter. Because we're just bad. Damn. Shout out to Lost in Reverence. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. Says, Cards fan here. I feel for you Eagles fans. Wentz is not elite. He's not Tom Brady. He's not Aaron Rodgers, who worked with little and still succeeded. I hear you, my guy. Appreciate the super chat. Look. Oh, and by the way, I'm pissed off at your Cardinals. You know why? Because the one thing that could make me happy, I had a 14 parlay, and what happens? I lose one game. One. And it's the stinking Arizona Cardinals. I'm pissed off at the Cardinals. Dang it. But hey, man, appreciate the super chat. Appreciate your input as well from a different, team's fan. I think we all see it now. Like, it sucks. It really does. Even though, and you make a good point, even though there are many problems around Carson Wentz, he's not doing what he can to elevate. He's not leading everyone else around him. And at the end of the day, it's disheartening, my guy. Seeing that our window is fastly, closing, and now we have to pretty much start over. It's just sad. It's very disgraceful. It really is. It really is. My God. Shout out to Cool Man Trev. Appreciate the super chat. $15, my guy. Says, now will Hurts start next week against the Saints? Well, you know what, Cool Man Trev? You bring up a great point, my guy. If I would have told everybody, I'm sorry. Look, if I would have told everybody at the beginning of this season that in week 14, we would possibly be seeing Taysom Hill versus Jalen Hurts, who would have been with me? Wow. To answer your question, Trev, yeah, if I'm Doug Peterson, and let me know what you guys think, I don't see any way that you can now go back to Wentz. You have look, I was waiting for the second drive to see if Wentz was coming back in. He didn't. He stayed out the rest of the game. And you know what? Doug Peterson sent the message. He finally had big balls Doug mentality inside him. You're done. You're done for the year. It's over. We're going to try to find out what to do going forward. But Jalen Hurts gave us a spark. And at the end of the day, we saw watchable football for a quarter. Knowing Doug Peterson, though, with that being said, I don't know what Doug's going to do because he does the opposite of what you think, right? You would say, oh, yeah, now that Hurts has shown something, why not keep him in and see what he can do? You can't trust Doug Peterson. That's the one lesson you need to realize. That's the one thing you need to realize, man. It's just like, I don't know. 10 carries for Miles Sanders, man. Miles Sanders should request a trade. Wentz should request a trade. Damn. If we started Jalen Hurts the last 4 weeks, we might win a game or two. Honestly. Now that I think about it, he had 30 more passing yards in a quarter less than what Carson Wentz played. This team is in poop, man. Dang. But yeah, man, the 10-2 Saints, boy, that's going to be fun, isn't it? Isn't that going to be a load of fun? Oh, man. Oh, man. BLSG, I didn't see your super chat, my guy, but hey, appreciate it. Says, might put a video of my highlights of my QB skills. Hey, let's draft BLSG in the 5th round. Actually, no, draft you in the 1st round because we're a quarterback factory. Woo! I love the Philadelphia Quarterback Factory podcast presented by RB featuring Howie Roseman. Don't you love it? Can we put Wentz out at wide receiver? Can we put him at corner? Can we put him at running back? Who cares? We literally have every quarterback on offense. Look, we should do a triple reverse. We should go. Actually, I forgot about Nate Sudfeld. We should put Nate Sudfeld at wide receiver 1. We should put Greg Ward at wide receiver 2. We should put Carson Wentz out and Jalen Hurts. And we should run 4 quarterbacks. We should do a 4-way reverse, a 4-man reverse, and let Greg Ward throw it to Carson Wentz for a touchdown. Who's with me? Who's with me? But all jokes aside, man, I'm just so pissed because months ago, if you're a Sixers fan and you watch this channel religiously, I've had to go through this torment with the Sixers. But now we're in a good place. And it's like Doug Peterson is Brett Brown. He's Brett Brown all over again. And it's like, why? Why are they doing it to me? I forgot Zach Ertz even came back this week. Zach Ertz, 2 catches for 31 yards. Guess what? We didn't trade him when we should have. Worthless. 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 About to make that my intro, man. Worthless. Worthless. Jalen Reagor, 1 catch, 34 yards. I saw John Hightower on the field today. Guess what? No catches. Alshon Jeffrey played almost the whole game. Nothing. 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 Disappointing. Our second leading rusher was Jalen Hurts with 29 yards. 160 passing yards for the Eagles and 117 rushing yards. And the Packers averaged 7 yards a play. 4 penalties. It's like the Eagles, like, even the small things we didn't do wrong this game. We're just not good. We're not good enough. I'm like out of stuff to say. It's like, what do I say? 1 turnover this game. Like, all the little things on the stat category, we did fine. But Carson Wentz can't make a throw. Doug Peterson can't call the right play. I would love that. I'm going to listen to Doug's press conference, and I know what he's going to say. Look, you guys want the Doug impersonation? We could do it. Because I can tell you what Doug's going to say before he even says it. Honestly. Shout out to Sammy Sales. Sammy. I'll call you Sammy. All right, Sammy? Appreciate the super chat. Says, remember those alleged Alshon comments about Wentz looking like there's some truth to it. Team had a different energy when Hurts came in. Well, you know what, Sammy? I can't say that it's necessarily true, but here's what I can tell you. This season, the belief has been dropped. There is no more belief in Carson Wentz. Now, I don't know about 2 years ago. All right? Now, maybe I know Alshon felt that way. I don't know about the entire locker room. But now, there is none. I mean, you're right. As soon as Hurts came in, everybody was fired up. It looked like a brand new, fresh game. For the first time in weeks, I actually sat up and I'm like, whoa, we got something to watch here. Maybe there is some truth to it, maybe not. I don't know. I really don't. But what I can tell you is that right now, you're exactly right. There is no more belief in Carson Wentz because everybody has given up. One more stat I wanted to say, by the way. First drive of this game, we were talking about Miles Sanders, right, having 10 carries. 5 carries on the first drive and no carries for 5 more drives after that. How do you do that? How is that reasonable as a head coach? How? Shout out to Bruce Manson. Straight facts. It's Brett all over again. Should have traded Ertz last year. I feel you, man. Hey, shout out to Asia Roberson. Appreciate the super chat. Asia's showing some mad love. RB, who's worth. Why'd you have to do it to me, Asia? Why? Because I tweeted out earlier today that the Phillies might be the most dysfunctional organization in Philadelphia sports. And you know what? I don't even know anymore. I don't know who's worse. I don't. They both stink. Every team right now, when every team came together at the same time 3 years ago, and now they're all crashing, and we got the Flyers and the Sixers to hold us afloat. But they both stink. But hey, shout out to everyone in here, man. I hope we got let's get this to 100 likes if we have not yet. Let's go ahead and check that out. We got 114 likes. Hey, everybody hit this like button. Let's get it to 200, man. Look, I'm trying to read these comments. They're coming crazy. Everybody leave in the chat right now. Based off of next week, who are we starting? Jalen Hurts, Carson Wentz. Is Wentz done for the season? Let me know down below. Who are we starting next week? Who? Let me know. And then I have a couple follow-up questions, but I want to see what you guys think first. Man. Max says, if I'm Doug Peterson, I'm quitting my job. There you go. It's crazy because I think my draft reaction vid is about to go crazy again. Would you say 2012 Eagles are worse? Yeah. These are two of the worst teams, 2012 and now. Honestly. But hey, so I see everybody's up in here, man. Commenting. Vic G, what's up, my guy? Appreciate you for tuning in. Bruce says Hurts. I'm just going to read these through. Hurts. Wentz. Interesting. So we're going back and forth here. Interesting. We got Wentz. Sudfeld, baby. Ronald Sims. Nobody said Greg Ward yet. Oh, man. I wonder why so Interesting. We still got a lot of people saying Wentz. But we do got a lot of people saying Hurts. Brokey says, forgot to like. What's up with it, my guy? Come on now. Everybody smash that like, man. Hurts if Doug is smart, but if he's a stubborn, it'll be Carson again. Exactly. Hurts is going to play. Makes no sense to put him in and not make change. It was not bright taking Jalen Hurts in second round. It still wasn't bright. It still was not a good pick. Everyone's going to want to talk in hindsight, but the fact of the matter is 7 months ago, no, it was not a good pick. Doesn't matter. Hurts. All right, so, hey, based off of that question, we're going to go. I feel like this is a weekly application now. Like I'm just asking you guys this every week. But honestly, actually, no, before we ask that, we're gonna hit a little in-between question. Yes or no? Has Carson Wentz played his last game as a Philadelphia Eagle? Leave it in the chat. Yes or no? Has Carson Wentz played his last game as a Philadelphia Eagle? Let me know. You would do way better than Wentz. I know I would. I probably would. And I've never played quarterback. Hopefully Hurts. This was the most excitement I had all season. I feel you. I was actually out of my chair. I was excited, you know. Jalen Hurts should be the guy so we can see what he's got. Who wants to watch Wentz getting sacked all game? Yeah. Asia says no spamming, Max. Or we should start doing some Eagles mock drafts. Yeah. I'll try. I'm more worried about the Sixers, my guy. That's my bread and butter right now. I'm ready. Hey, how are you? I'm new. Hey, what's going on? Appreciate you being in here. You don't got to be an Eagles fan. Hit that subscribe if you're liking the content. Appreciate you for coming in. Sixers courtside. What's going on? My guy says, Foles, trade for him. Why not? Coming at Hurts, fresh out of college, has already shown more than a fifth-year starter in Wentz. Why not bring back Sammy Sleeves? Hurts. What's up, bro? Tough loss, not surprised. Like the spark, but we suck. I hear you, my guy. I hear you. I wonder, do Philly fans regret booing the Hurts pick? I don't remember any Eagles fan being for the pick. No, deservedly so. It was a bad pick. It was a bad pick at the time. So, no, I'm not going to regret that. No, I'm not. But am I going to root for the guy? Yeah, he's a Philadelphia Eagle. I need you to channel Doug when he is asked who is starting next week. I got you, my guy, Rick. I got you, my guy. We're going to do a Doug. I'm going to be Doug Peterson coming out to the presser. Like he's going to say anything. But, hey, the question was, has Carson Wentz played his last game in an Eagles uniform? Obviously, you got the whole contract and everything. Everything else is going on. So we got no. Bunch of no's. They can see Wentz's mental problems. No. Takeem says fire Doug Peterson. No. Everybody's saying no. So we think there's going to be a little quarterback competition going next year, huh? Does the man who writes the checks let them bench the quarterback he is paying all that money to? It's a good point, Rob. We have dysfunction in the entire organization, my guy. The entire organization. No, because of financial reasons. I hear you. But it's just like, at what point do you go through a whole offseason and just hope that Wentz is going to put it together? My first act of business, like I've been saying all year, is to get an offensive coordinator, because I have liked the way Doug can lead men. But based off what I saw this year, Doug is acting like a complete child. So I'm all messed up in the brain. I'm all messed up from this team. Takeem says, fire Howie Roseman. Should have kept Foles. Yes. No, because of financial reasons. Dang. Shout out to everyone in here. These comments are going crazy. I have another question. Now that we talked about that, like we ask every single week, who deserves to get canned first? Howie Roseman, Doug Peterson, or Carson Wentz? Let me know in the chat. We got 210 people in here. Hit the like button, please, if you have not yet. It helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. If you like the content, hit the notification bell. Who should go first? Carson, Doug, or Howie? I feel like I ask these questions every week. It's like an automatic thing now. He's done. His heart is no longer in it. I hear you. Like, I give him credit for trying to stay in the game, but it's just like he doesn't seem like it's his team anymore, you know? I don't know. Tough question for now. I'll say no. Now we're sticking with Carson. I'm going to keep him because of the whole money situation. Hopefully not. I'm a Cowboys fan. I like seeing you miserable. Well, Deshaun, I like seeing you miserable. Things aren't going too well for you either. I say Wentz or Doug has to go. Hey, this is the Giants fan. What up? We won against the Seahawks. Shout out to you. Respect. That's a good win. Do you know Spunky 1991? I think I know of him, yeah. How crucial do you think the next Philly-Washington game is? I don't think it'll matter one bit. Maybe for Washington it'll be crucial, not us. Not us. Isn't it crazy that this was a two-team division and now it's like the Washington football team and the Giants are racing out for it. But hey, the question was, who should go first, Howie, Doug, or Carson? Because I've heard so many different things. I'm a Packers fan and an Eagles fans didn't want him now. Did you say exclamation point now and then another exclamation point? Whew. What's good? Lesson learned. I got my lesson learned. How do you feel about Rashawn Gary? Pressure and Wentz hurts every play. Is what it is. The chat is jumping right now. You already know we got some of the hottest chat up in YouTube. But hey, let's see. Fire Howie first, then fire Doug, and Wentz third. Taking Carson Wentz with a healthy O-line any day. I think it would be better. But again, there's just still a lot of problems, so I hear you. Let's see. Dang, this chat is jumping. Let's see. Who's going first? Let's see. Eagles need to fire Howie Roseman and Doug and find their Doc Rivers and Daryl Morey. I agree. Max says Howie. Fire Doug, Roseman, and Schwartz. Let Deuce take over as head coach for the rest of the year. Good point, JV. I didn't even mention Jim Schwartz, by the way. Another pathetic game plan. He's inconsistent. Look, this defense, I would say, has held us in most games. Like, they're doing what they can. I don't like Jim Schwartz's philosophy, and I never have and probably never will. He was good during the Super Bowl run, but I don't know. I mean, that's like the least of my worries, but I hear you. I don't know. He might have to go too. Howie, Doug, Carson, Howie. Look, I feel you guys. I feel you. Howie Roseman has not drafted a thing. Howie Roseman has not gotten us the talent we need. I don't think we have the coaches that can coach up the talent we have, but we don't. When's out of the last 6 drafts, who has been our premier playmaker, right? We got Carson in 16. I mean, we got Goddard, we got Sanders. Ever since 2012, Fletcher Cox? Who's been a premier player that we've gotten? Oh, and by the way, all these people that say Howie Roseman is a cap god. All right, is he? Or is he just does he just sign people the fastest? because he's given a $100 million extension to Fletch, who hasn't played like a $100 million man. He signed Alshon to that terrible extension. That looks bad. Gave Jason Peters money. I mean, all these guys. Wentz got a big contract. I don't know if he's a cap god. I don't know. But it looks like here the consensus is on Howie Roseman. Got some Doug, some Wentz sprinkled up in there. I don't know. A lot of Howie Rosemans. Dang, man. Imagine this season burning down like it has. Crazy. Crazy. Man. Everybody wants Howie out. Doug goes second. They need to keep Hurts, then Wentz. Howie's 0 for 4 on his last 4 first or second round picks. Get him out of here. Look, Howie knows it's done. He knows it's over with. He's got his little binoculars. Like, ooh, what am I looking at? I'm just here to get my paycheck and leave. It's over. It is over. And by the way, guys, I hate that I have to come and talk like this. Like, I love the Eagles. I do. And it's sad that we have to keep putting ourselves through this. Like, it's really sad. Four for 13 on third down. Man. Like I said, it's not even like we did a bunch of little things terrible tonight. We're just not good. It's crazy. Shout out to Adam Matos. Appreciate you, my guy, being in here. Says Howie, Doug, then Wentz. Chris Long says it'll be a crazy week on WIP. Oh, you better know it will. You better know it will. Don't forget to include Schwartz. He should be fired also. I agree. Nothing about this roster makes sense, yet Philly fans were hyped for this team to make plays all year. It reminds me of last year's Sixers offseason when everybody liked the Al signing. A little bit different. I feel like we had talent on this team, but some things don't make sense, and we did overlook them, and you're right. Hire Bill Belichick? Yeah, right. Like, he wants to come here. Right. Bench Carson, Eagles. If Jalen Hurts started the game, we would have won. Crazy we're saying these things. Imagine Philly take with RB's chat being more supportive of him than Peterson being supportive of his players and his team. Yeah, look, I haven't watched the press conference yet. Doug is he's clueless, okay? Clueless. Doug is clueless? All right. Actually, yeah, you know what? I haven't seen Doug Peterson come out to the podium, but here's Doug Peterson, all right? We now take you live to head coach Doug Peterson. Look, first question. Hey, Doug, what did you see from Carson Wentz that made you pull him in the third? And how would you assess Carson Wentz and Jalen Hurts? Yeah, Carson's our guy. And there's some throws he wants back. Obviously, we got to look at the film. We got to look at the tape. But, it was my decision. Was it your decision, Doug? It was my decision. Carson Wentz just was not playing well. He was not getting it done. And, it was on me. It was my decision. And, we thought Jalen would provide us the spark that we needed. We thought that Jalen Hurts could come in and get the offense moving a little bit. But it was my decision. And look, we got to execute better. It starts with me. It starts with the coaches. The players got to play better. Oh man. Oh, this is like so shameful at the same time. And it's just like, man. Shout out to Omar. Appreciate the super chat. My guy says, Raiders fan, you should have kept Fultz. I'm not going to go back and look at the past. What I will tell you is that them Raiders, boy, oh boy, do you have a sense of talking. Man, I thought they were going to lose to the Jets. I feel worse than the Jets. You know why? Because the Jets, by giving up a 50-yard Hail Mary saved their season. They still are going to get Trevor Lawrence. And what are we going to get? Cool, man, Trev. Appreciate you for being in here, my guy. Shout out to you. Have a good night. But hey, ask me questions in the chat, and I'll answer like I'm Doug Peterson. Look. Hi, Doug. Now, actually, you guys know Les Bowen, the guy that always drills Doug. He's going to say, look, look, this is how Les Bowen starts his questions every time. Hi, Doug. This offense couldn't get anything moving. You took Carson Wentz out for Jalen Hurts, and at the end of the day, Doug, did you give up your play calling? Because on the first drive, it seemed like we were able to move 14 plays down the field, and it just looked like we got stale, and you went away from running the ball. What happened, Doug? I can't do it without laughing, man. Doug always looks to his PR guy. He's like, yeah, look, we were playing well. Miles Sanders was getting things moving. I thought Jason Peters played well. I thought Carson did all right. It just the people from upstairs. I use my analytics guys, and at that point in the game, based on my 1-page analytics sheet, it was just time to go with Jalen. Hey, Doug, will Carson be your starter next week? We'll evaluate throughout the week. We got to go back and look at the tape. There's some 3rd and longs. We got to convert, right? 4 for 13 on 3rd down. We got to convert. We got to execute better. But we'll go back and look at the tape. I'm not going to make any decisions yet. But Carson Wentz is a Philadelphia Eagle. Jalen Hurts is a Philadelphia Eagle. And I'm Doug Peterson. And my job might be in jeopardy, but I don't care. I'm not gonna run the ball. I'm gonna keep throwing Jason Peters out there. I'm gonna keep throwing Alshon Jeffrey out there. You know why? Because seniority. They've been my best buddies in the locker room, and they're 35 and up. They were here for a Super Bowl, and that means a lot to me. So that's why they're gonna play. Oh my God, man. It's comedy. It really is. Oh man. Our coach doesn't know what he's doing. No, he doesn't. How he doesn't value linebackers, so we're definitely taking Chase with our 1st-round pick. That guy from Alabama, Devontae Smith, probably won't take him either. The film, yeah. Hey, ask me questions and I'll answer them like I'm freaking Doug Peterson in the chat, man. This man should have been a comedian. Too funny. Look, I'm just a creature of habit, and every week it's just the same thing. Like, what? Really, I was waiting for this to happen. What are you going to say now after we've lost 4 in a row? Doug gets all giddy after a poor win, but after a loss, it's like he don't want to talk to the media. He don't want to talk to his wife. He don't even want to come up to the podium. And it's like, my gosh. Man. People give Jim too much blame. The defense would be better if we could actually punt and if Carson didn't throw picks. The defense has been all right. They've been trying to keep us in, Doug always talks in cliches, right? Right? Matt says this is so true. It starts with it. Look, it starts with the coaches. Look, the players got to play better. We got to coach better. It's all about execution. There's a couple plays that we would like back in this game. But I think we played well. And it's my job to prepare the Philadelphia Eagles for their next game where we're going to get toasted by the New Orleans Saints. It's my job. All right. And I'm going to keep play calling. All right. I fooled the media And I told you guys that I was going to give Press Taylor the entire game. But the fact of the matter is that I gave him 1 week or 1 drive. I gave him 1 drive. He doesn't deserve 1 week because I won a Super Bowl. And my name is Doug Peterson. And you know what? If I feel like I'm in a rut, if I feel like my play calling is that bad, well, I'll give it up. But I think I'm doing all right. I think I'm doing all right. And you know what? I'm Doug Peterson. I'm Big Balls Doug. So I'm going to keep calling plays as long as I'm here. Rick Bennett says, who are you starting next week? For me, I'm starting Jalen Hurts. I don't see a point in it anymore. I really don't. The season's done. So, Doug, how was the film? So, reporter, how was the film, Doug? So, tomorrow, WIP. Oh, my gosh. If you guys listen to 94.1 WIP, Angelo Gattoti is going to rip this man a new one. And he's going to say, well, we just got to evaluate. We got to play better. And, I'll look at the film next week. We'll make the necessary adjustments. It starts with me, and I'm pissed. But we'll make the necessary adjustments. Bro, where was Fulgham? Michael, thank you. Oh, man. If I couldn't do Travis Fulgham the justice. I forgot about Travis Fulgham. You know why? Because he doesn't play. He didn't get a snap in the first half. I think he had 1 target in the second half, and he dropped it. Talk about taking a guy out of his rhythm. Taking a guy right out of his rhythm when he's the hottest receiver in the NFL. That's another thing, but it just adds on to everything, man. Asia, shout out to you, says, I love this chat. This is the best chat, man. I love you guys. Y'all are awesome. Because even after a pitiful loss, we can come on here and, man. Oh, man, we can have some fun. We can have some fun. Shout out to all the fans, even if you're not Eagles fans, anyone that's up in here, man. Appreciate you guys. By the way, we are now less than 200 subscribers away from 5K. I will be doing a giveaway, so be on the lookout for that. Hey, everybody smash the like button. We're 50 away from 200 likes. Let's get that up, man. You got that down packed. Hey, you already know, man. Oh, man. I'm not going to run the ball. Yo, that's how he talks. Literally, that's how he talks. And, he throws in this. Honestly, I'm thinking that, there was literally a report that Doug Peterson, has trouble getting information into the huddle so quick, and Carson does switch up some of the plays. But to be honest, I think Doug really cannot process info that fast because sometimes at the podium, he's just like, yeah, it'll literally take him, unless he's just trying not to answer questions. Oh, man. I'm a genius. LOL. F Wentz. Bruce, appreciate you, my guy. That's exactly how he talks. Literally. Oh, do you guys want me to do a Carson Wentz impression? Oh, boy, is this going to be fun. I don't know if I could do it without laughing, though. Oh, man. I don't know if I can do a Wentz impression. Look. Coming out here with ginger, right? He stands like this. Hey, Carson, what did you think about Jalen Hurts coming in to replace you in the third quarter? And do you think you've been playing your best football lately? Yeah, Jalen's my guy. Had a couple I missed there. Got to go back and look at the tape. But we'll make the corrections if I have my job going forward. And I'm happy for the kid. Look, I want to do the best thing that to help the team win. And, I know this city and, it comes with being the quarterback of the city, if you're not getting it done, well, get your butt sit down, man. Yeah, we got to go back and look at the tape. I know Doug loves me, so I know Doug loves me, so I'll probably be in next week, but who knows, man? Oh, man. I can't even like not laugh, man. It's like it's the same press conference every week. Every week. I can't wait to go back and watch. I can't imagine the questions they're gonna ask Carson Wentz. I really can't wait. I can't, man. Imagine disliking the chat. Oh, yeah, there's always the haters, my guy, but we got 200 strong in here, man. You know I appreciate you guys. Shout out to all the people that smashed the like button. We got 157 likes. Wentz is our new Al Horford 2.0. After Hurts through the TD, his trade value fell to 5 cents less than a 1971 Ford Pinto. Dang, that is a good one, my guy. Shout out to you for thinking of that. Woo. Jeffrey and Howie are cancers to the Eagles. They made the team so radioactive they shouldn't even have a job as a security guard or selling tickets. I want them out of town altogether. I feel you, my guy. You won't see Jeffrey Loyal next year. Oh man, y'all get a good pick this year. Yeah, quarterback factory. Jamar Chase or Micah Parsons. Parsons needs to be the guy, but he probably won't. Hey, Doug, why did you stop running the ball? Yeah, when you're in a game and, you're going up against one of the greats. By the way, I was in Green Bay before, so that gives me some validity to know what I'm doing in Lambeau Field. But when you're going up against one of the best, even though Miles Sanders, he runs the ball 5 times on the first drive. 5 times. And Jordan Howard comes back this week from Miami, and I instantly favor him. And I think we should continue to run by committee. I think Jalen Hurts should get 5 carries a game. But you know what? I saw this team developing, and I thought we were moving the ball well in the air. And when the second half came, just running the ball, there was no chance that I would keep running it because I coached under Andy Reid. I was a quarterback, and I'm a natural gunslinger. So, at the end of the day, it's just, I think it comes down to the players. Miles Sanders has to run better. Carson's got to throw better. But that's just not who we are. We don't run the ball. Miles Sanders can't have more than 10 carries. It is what it is. I mean, we don't come into the season with an offensive coordinator. And it's my fault. But I love calling plays, and I just like it. So I'm not going to give it up. So that's all me. Maybe we should have ran it a little bit more, but that's my decision. Mr. Peterson, how do you think you can win the division? Hold on, I got to get the fact check for this one. Oh man. Eagles 3-8, and we're what? I don't even know how much we are out of first place. I think we're like a game. We'll just say a game and a half or something, whatever it is. Game and a half, 2 games. Look, man, I think we can get this thing back on track. And my job as Doug Peterson is to get these guys prepared to go play a game next week against New Orleans. And we're still in this thing. Look, earlier I said that you don't want to go to Jalen Hurts because it sends the wrong message to the team. It sends the notion that the season is over. Well, you know what? I got out of my own sense of pride, and I realized that Carson's not good. And, some of my failures can be masked by Jalen Hurts. So, look, we're still in this thing. We come out here and beat the 10-2 Saints. We come out here and beat another team after that. And we go to Washington week 17 and we win this thing. We can still win this division. I mean, we're still only in 3rd place. We're not in last. Look, we can win this division. We can. Doug, why is Alshon out on the field? And that's a great question. You know why? Alshon came back from injury, and he's been making stride. He's been playing well. A solid 0 catches today. Travis Fulgham isn't doesn't have enough seniority yet. He's not getting paid enough. We don't want to pay him, so Alshon's been playing well, and again, he won the Super Bowl here. So that's why we love him. That's why we love him. Doug Peterson is the new Brett Brown. They're both good coaches. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that comment. That's awkward. But anyway, I don't know. I think I read that right. It must be so awkward when Wentz comes home to his wife. Yeah. It's like, Carson, my gosh. I mean, you're getting paid. We're living good, but dang. Turn your phone off for the night. My gosh. Oh, man. Jordan Howard taking carries away from Miles Sanders is lunacy. Jeffrey taking reps from Travis. JP ahead of her. It's crazy, my guy. We could just list it on and on. Max says, hi, Doug. And that's exactly how that's how Les Bowen asks questions. Hi, Doug. It's crazy. It's like he's gonna be all nice and dandy. Hi, Doug. Why'd you get grilled? What is your philosophy when it comes to the run game? Because it seems like that aspect of the game isn't used often enough, especially in first down situation. I can't even do it anymore. It's like every question, he's just like, yeah, I saw some positive things on first down. I thought we were getting into a rhythm. We just got to move the ball better. And, when things work, we don't go back to it. So, again, we just got to play better. We got to execute better. And I thought we were in this game. I did, but I'll let you know when I go back and look at the tape. I'll look at the tape and I'll let you know. Slay got destroyed so badly by Devontae, he got hurt. Yo, Darius is hurt. Maddox is hurt. Everybody's hurt, man. It's crazy. Why'd you start running the ball? We wanted to do some read options with the offense. Got to coach better and look at the tape. Fact of the matter is, F. Press Taylor. We need our receiving core to come alive. They can't come alive. They stink. David says, love you, bro. I'm not even an Eagles fan, but I love to do. Hey, appreciate you, my guy. Again, you don't got to be an Eagles fan. You could be whatever fan as long as you love talking sports and bringing the energy. Shout out to you guys. We're going to be up on here for like 5 more minutes. I'll take some final questions, whatever you guys want me to talk about, because there's not much else to talk about. We talked about it all. But, man, it is what it is. Asia says, yo, I'm dying. Hey, appreciate you, Asia. Coach Peterson, the team sucks. You said it starts with the coaches. Why do you still deserve to be coach? Go. And I'm not even saying this to you, Michael. I'm acting as Doug Peterson. Well, it's a good question. I think that because I won a Super Bowl in 2017 behind the likes of Frank Reich and John DeFilippo and Nick Foles, I think that, I deserve another. I think I deserve another chance. Everybody else around me has to do better, and I'm not even thinking about that right now. There are lots of decisions to make with this football team. We have a game to go out and play next week, and we have a division win. So, I don't know why. I don't, but that's up to the people above me. So, hey, Doug, have you considered phoning in some positive tests to get the Saints game canceled? I have considered that because I know that if I continue to do the same things next week, I might not have a job. But then at the same time, I think, and it's just like, do I care if I have this job anymore? I don't coach like it, so who knows, man? Who knows? Dave says, Bucks fan not going like I planned either. Where was Zach and Fulgham? They don't care anymore. Nobody cares. Dan Orlovsky punch in the air to see Hurts outperform Wentz today. That argument is done. Man. Eagles got their one Super Bowl. That'll be the last. We'll see. Definitely not this year. Doug, what are your chances of beating the Saints at home? I think every game's a tough week in the NFL. I think that, it's hard to win in the National Football League. And, we just got to come out and perform. We got to be better. We got to be better. Hey, Doug, how are you going to prepare for the Saints? Just by doing the same things that I always do. Going through prep. I think just the way to get better is you just got to practice. You got to practice. Got to practice harder. This man is always doing necessary adjustments and never fixes anything. Couldn't be more correct. 4 more weeks, just 4 more weeks. Has film gotten better in the last 12 weeks? I'll let you know about that. I got to go back and look at the film this week. So, I don't know, but ask me tomorrow. Shay, what's going on? Browns beat Tennessee. What do you think? I had the Browns winning that game in my parlay, which was busted by one team. Just one, man. Dang. You sound like Bad Dog when he does impersonations. It's so hilarious. Appreciate that. Is J-Jaw even active? Who knows? I don't think so. If I'm Carson, I'm telling the Eagles to release tomorrow. They don't believe in Carson. No, it's just all mixed signals, man. It is what it is. I got to be better. I heard Carson talk. I can't wait to hear it. Oh, man. It's my competitive nature. Oh, I love it. Derek Larger, what's going on, man? Appreciate my guy in here from the Colts podcast. I'm coming to your stream only to see a 200 bomb. Crazy. My Colts won again. Sucks to be an Eagles fan. Sorry, bro. It's all good, my guy. Hey, Derek, we will give you – hey, actually, chat, propose him some trade offers. Look, we'll give you Carson Wentz. We'll give you whatever you want. Just take them off our hands. Just take them off, please. You're so right. Doug is always clearing his throat. Always. Oh, man. Should we hire Lincoln Riley and have him reunite with his old quarterback and trade Wentz for picks? Let Lincoln build his own team. Well, if that's the route you want to go and you want to burn the whole thing down, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Carson revealed he and Doug never talked or had a conversation after the game, said what happens moving forward is out of his control. He's right. He's right. I mean, he's not lying. Doug, how old are you? That's not the time. This is not the this is not the time to get into it right now. Okay. We just lost a football game, and I'm worried about winning next week. Tony Toon says, "What the heck was with that stupid home call?" I don't know, man. But the 2 plays that Boston Scott runs out of this world, and they get called back, and then the other one, Boston Scott, what's it called? He gets held. And nothing. The refs stink. Man. Jordan says, Doug is the new Brett. Both good coaches in bad situations. What are you saying, my guy? Is that like you keep saying that comment? Like, come on, man. Come on. Your impression's so accurate. Doug just talked about Hurts and you basically quoted him. Of course, man. Same old. And like, do I even have to watch it anymore? It's like Eagles only have 2 problems. They don't play well indoors or outdoors. Do an impression of Andy Reid reaching out to Doug. Hey Doug, Eric's gonna get a job next year. The Eagles might be interested in him. I don't know if you wanna come back to KC. Well, my door's always open for you. I wouldn't worry about it. Jalen Hurts is your man. Look, Carson Wentz, you want to trade him away. But yeah, hey, what do you say we go out? Me and you get a cheesesteak and just talk. I teach you some of my ways with with Pat Mahomes. Oh man, dang it, man. Doug is the new bro. Why do you keep saying this comment like it's going to make it true or something? It's not true. Doug needs people around him, and Brett Brown stinks. Stinks. Bro, it's not as bad as the Bengals. Every game is bad. Oh, wait, you said my Bengals are bad. Yeah, well, at least you guys got a future and you know what direction you're going into. Shout out to Bashir Randall says, yo, what's up? I feel so bad for Carson. Look, at the end of the day, guys, look, I'm a Carson guy, okay? And I do feel bad for him. I really do, because if you think about his tenure in Philly, like I said before, it's crazy what this man has gone through, like the injuries and the whole Foles thing, and now the draft in the second round and getting a contract, and now he might be on his way out. Like, it's crazy, man. I do feel bad for him. I'm not going to lie. And he's my guy, but at the end of the day, we got to keep it as real as possible, man. Real as possible. And I don't know what's going to happen. I don't, but I know we're in a lot of trouble. Hey, Doug, when you're looking at the tape, do you actually watch the tape? Right. I doubt he does. Wentz, JP, and Jeffries for cash and picks. Yeah, let's get someone to take them off our hands. Let's get someone to take them off our hands. Carson for a third or fourth and the contract. That's the big thing, the contract. How does Doug not run the ball for 5 straight drives? Yeah, it doesn't give Miles Sanders the ball for 5 straight drives. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Is it bad to be an Eagles fan and from Los Angeles? No, we have fans all over the world, my guy, and I appreciate you tuning in. Right now, it's bad to be an Eagles fan anywhere because we're sitting here in our own misery and we're trying to find a way out, but it's not happening. It's not happening. I can't wait till the Sixers start, man. I can't wait. Giants own this division, baby. Get out. Come on. Are you satisfied? Are you, Colt McCoy? Are you? Wentz lost his job today. Stop blaming Carson. Carson is still great. I don't care about this season. How about Doug for a third and a fifth? Yeah, right? Adam, what's going on? Says, Doug, do you remember the Super Bowl you won? Yeah, it wasn't that long ago, and this is the new norm. This is the norm, and we're going to get back to it. Things are going to get back on track. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. I feel like we should bench Carson for a little bit and start Hurts for a few games or the rest of the season. Not get rid of Carson because he was good a few years ago. I think, look, it's going to be hard to get rid of him either way. So, I don't know, man. We got to see what happens. It's just hard. Being an Eagles fan from LA, what do you think? Facts. We stuck up for Carson for the longest time. It's time to let it go. Exactly. And look, I'm not wishing anything bad on Carson. It's just I want to see my football team win. And Look, everybody's getting left hung out to dry this year. I mean, there's no excuses for Doug acting like a child, can't adjust, can't get his own pride out of his way. Wentz has been playing terrible. We won't run the ball. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And there's no more excuses, man. It is too late to get anything fixed, man, and it sucks. Wentz is going to retire. Eagles losing a division, getting a better draft pick. Howie being the one to make. Exactly. He's got to go. He's got to go. He's got to be the first act of business. Out of here. We brought this on ourselves. We blew Carson's head up, calling him MVP and elite when he hadn't done anything. Eagles nest, man. I don't know, man. I hear you with the elite part. I do. Now, I don't think Carson has played bad every year since 17. I don't know why people think that. Has he been his best version? No. But has he played all right? Yeah. And he still has made those plays that he knows how to make. But in 17, he was going to be the MVP if he didn't get hurt. He was just as much of the reason why we got a first-round bye and why we were able to get acclimated to the atmosphere of the playoffs and have a good road to the Super Bowl. So I don't want to take that away from him. I really don't. But I just think the injuries have added up. I think his mechanics are off. I think that he's too fat now. And I think that him and Doug are not a good match. But this is just a down year, but it signals bad for the future. Like, I don't know if a guy in his 5th year can have a bad season like this and then turn it around, man. Dang. Sixers are going to run Philly. Exactly. I'm banking on the Sixers, man. It's hard to even do that. RB, I'm back. Hopefully I didn't miss too much. Had to put my son and daughter to sleep. Hey, Bruce, appreciate you, my guy. We're about to hop off here. Just doing some Doug impersonations and Carson and just talking. Oh, man. How about the Browns? Yeah, 9-3. Crazy, man. Good luck to the Browns. I really hope the Browns do something because they've had misery. Misery, man. But, hey, we're about to read a few more. Get out of here. I love your Doug. It's too funny. Appreciate you, my guy. Should Doug go? Based on what I've seen, I want to get him a new play caller. I think that you may be able to warrant him being gone based off his childish manner and not adjusting and just being cocky. But I don't think it's going to happen because Jeffrey Lloyd loves him too much and they have a good relationship. And I don't know, man. And also, someone mentioned this earlier in the week, like, a lot of teams are going to be in line for a head coach, so it is going to be hard to find a quality guy. There's going to be a lot of guys in the mix for that. So, fire Howie and Doug. Got to go. Happy popping in here. Appreciate you, my guy. Secondary is embarrassing. It really is. Let's see, man. Asia says no politics up in here. Facts. We stink. We need an O-line for a first pick or 2. He loves Carson more, though. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, Eagles fall to 3-8-1. Things are not looking well. There's a quarterback controversy now in Philly. Every part of this team just is not good. We have a lot to, I would say, really a lot to evaluate in the next couple weeks and really getting ready for the offseason and seeing what we can do because I don't even know if we're going to win another game. It's been miserable. It's been hard. It's been crushing. But at the end of the day, until change is made, well, who knows what's going to happen. We got the Saints next week, and they're 10-2. It's going to be hard. Even if Taysom Hill is playing, it's a headache trying to watch this team. But, man, never thought we would be in this situation at this point. Eagles lose 30-16. Appreciate everyone who came through, man. We still got 180 in here. If you guys have not yet, please just hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 5K. Hit the notification bell if you want to get notified anytime I upload content or go live. With that being said, man, go watch a Doug Peterson press conference. Go have a laugh. Go enjoy your night. You know what I mean? Just get your mind off this team. And try to do something that will make you happy. But with that being said, another Eagles loss, 4 straight. Appreciate all the members. Appreciate everybody that came out and tuned up in here. Shout out to you guys and, Have a good night, and I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace.